Okay, so hi guys, it's Nicole Nixon 6 here. That was weird. I wasn't actually planning on doing the duct tape tutorial. Well, I was. And then I was like, I don't want to do it. And now I want to do it. So, a little confusing there. But yeah, I'll be making it right now. I might get interrupted by dinner, so if I come back. Yeah, because they're cooking dinner and it's probably going to be ready soon, so probably going to start the video. And if you hear them yelling, dinner's ready, that's what it is. Okay, so today I'm going to be making a duct tape flower. It's going to be a sunflower. This is not an idea from anyone. It has been an idea from me because I think the other flowers are too original. Everyone does them, and because I can't make them. I'm going to be making my own original flower. And if this doesn't work out, I'm not going to post it. So hopefully it will work out. Yeah. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's start the materials. Okay, so I have the materials all right here on the bed. So first of all, you are going to need a pencil to measure all the things and things like that. To trace and stuff, so you're going to need a pencil. Mine's a goofy pencil, so it's goofy on it, literally. And then, yeah, okay. Anyways, then you're going to need something to, like, probably a cup. I'm going to use this big cup because this is going to be your center, like your, you know, of the petal, like the inside, the pollen part. So you want something to trace that to make a perfect circle. So I'm just going to use this cup, and I'm using this part because it's big. So when you're doing the cup song, it's when you go like that. Just saying, so a lot of people know like that. So yeah, that big of a cup. You're also going to need a trace out of what your flower is going to look like. So, you want to trace out your picture. Yeah, I know, it looks really bad. This is not my final draft. Well, that's how big the circle is. So, that's how big my cup was. And the petal that I'm going to be tracing is this one right here. Because that's my best petal. So, yeah, you're going to need to trace out what your what your duct tape one's going to look like. Then you're going to need 2 colors of duct tape. Your pollen color, I don't have yellow. I want yellow, but I don't have yellow. So I have orange. I'm going to use orange for my middle circle part. That's going to be the pollen. And then I'm using rainbow for the petals. So as I said before, I'm going to be using the rainbow duct tape as my petal. So this is the middle part, and then this is the petal, which will be around it. You might want to use, so first of all, yellow or orange is a definite thing, unless yours is going to be really weird for the middle. So the middle has to be like orange or yellow, because otherwise it will look really weird, unless you want to be unique, because that's good too. But with your petals, it can be any color, any design. So once you start it, there's no ending. So basically you want to go like this and be like, oh, does that look good? And combine the colors. So that's also why you're going to need this. And then the last thing you're going to need, sorry, I didn't have it ready, is a Sharpie. Any kind of Sharpie, doesn't matter, you're just using it to trace. So, yes, let's get started with the duct tape flower. Okay guys, first things first, the very first step is that, so you have your little demonstration thingy, you want to start making sheets. And if you don't know what sheets are, it's kind of sleeping sheets. We mean sheets, as in stacking duct tape. So basically, you're going to make a roll that's the same time as same size as the center circle right there. Don't worry about its shape right now. Just make it the same size, wide and tall. Make it the same size, and then we'll circle it out after that. So basically, we're going to start making some sheets. And so, yeah, make your sheet. And also, I just want you all to take note that not everyone will have the same size circle, because maybe you don't want your circle that big. Maybe you only want your circle like this big, for example, because you don't want your flower to be that big. That just fell. So I just want you guys to know, it doesn't matter. Your circle does not have to be the same size as my circle. If you want your flower to be small, then I do suggest that your circle is only like that small. But if you want your circle to be really, really big, or you want your flower to be really, really big, then you might want to make your circle like this big. So just take note. And if you want like medium, that's what your drawing's for. You're basically drawing out how big you want your flower. So this is how big I'm going to have my flower. So make your sheet now. Alright guys, so here's my sheet. So as you can see, it's not perfect. It's very small also because all of this is the pollen, which is the middle of the flower. So as you can see, your flower pollen can't be a square. Okay, see, look, I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so here's the circle. I want to show you guys that it's big enough. See, it wants to be big. It's bigger than it needs to be. So basically now you're going to trace that circle onto this with your Sharpie. You can use a pencil if you want to, but it's not going to come off that well. So trace with Sharpie the circle that you have on your flower. And so then cut it out. So there's material I forgot. You also need scissors. I'm so forgetful. Yeah, so materials. You also need scissors. Yeah, okay. So I traced my circle, and here's my circle, and now I'm going to cut it out. So let's cut. Okay, so here's my cutout. It's just this circle. And don't worry guys, if you don't want all of the black to be shown, then when you make your flower, you can just flip it over. See, now you can't even tell. So basically, without it being showed, here's my circle. Alright, let's move on to how to do the petals. So basically, up next, this is where your petal comes in. So after you've chosen the petal that you want to trace, which I chose this one, so I'm going to cut out this flower, and I'm going to trace it on, well, sorry, getting ahead of myself. First, you want to make a sheet that's as tall and wide as the petal that you want to cut out. So basically, you're going to be making another sheet just like that one, but this time it has to be as big as wide as the petal, and you have to make more than one sheet. You're going to have to make however many petals you want. So I'll be making 2, 4, 6, 8 petals, so 8 sheets. So that may take a bit of duct tape, but I have lots of duct tape, so that's okay. So if you don't want to, if you're like, oh my gosh, there's way too much duct tape, then don't do this project. But yes, this is original, so I'm going to do it. So yeah, just make as many sheets as you need. I'm going to be making 8, and go ahead and do that. Okay, guys, so I think that literally took like 15 minutes for me to do, but it's all going to be worth it. So I have all 8 of my sheets here, and I did make a video. I just finished uploading it. I thought that it might help you guys for this, for making sheets. The video is called How to Get the Best Results When Putting 2 Duct Tape Pieces Together. So go check that out, because that is totally going to help you, you know, make sheets. That's it. It's all my secrets for how to get the best results, to not get air bubbles, to be more precise, to not have any excess. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. If you're having problems and you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot do this, go check out the video. It will help you. I can give you some tips. And also guys, comment below if you're having trouble with something and you're like, oh my gosh, how do I do this? Yeah, comment below. So yeah, let's get started. So all of my sheets are pretty much different sizes. That was not on purpose. Yeah, like this piece is like that big, and then this piece is like that big. They look the same, but they're kind of not. So we might have to fix that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut out the petal here. So we're going to cut that petal out, and we're going to shape it, trace it. So go ahead and cut the petal out. Alright guys, so here's my petal. It just looks like this. So first thing first, you're going to grab a sheet, line it up, and trace it. So yeah, just like that. And then cut out all 4 of those petals. So just with your marker, trace it. I'll show you what it looks like. So go ahead and do that. Okay guys, unless you want something really hard, well, first of all, here's the petal. It looks like this. So guys, I'm going to make things easier for you and go ahead and say trim every single sheet this size. Go do that. Alright guys, for this job, you're going to need big scissors. And they don't have to be as big as mine. They just have to be strong because the next step that you're going to do is stack all of your pieces. This is why they all need to be the same size. Because they all need to stack together. So, as you probably already know, next thing you should do is you're going to take your really big scissors and you are going to cut. And hopefully nothing will happen. So, I'll meet you when I'm done with this. Alright, so now all your petals should be something like the same size. And they should all be petals like this. So you should have 8 of those, or however many you had. And yeah, so you should have all your petals and your middle. Now you're going to have to attach them all, which you're going to need duct tape. So get, I said you can use either your petal duct tape or your middle duct tape. I'll use my middle duct tape. So take your middle duct tape, or whatever color you're choosing, but it should probably be one of them, and follow me to the next step. So basically guys, what you're going to do is, you probably already know, you're probably a step ahead of me. You're just going to take the side that you want to be faced, and you're going to go like that, and you're going to attach it. So then it's like that, and you're going to take the duct tape and attach it. So by the time you're done, you should have 8 all around, and you should have duct tape probably like all around here. So I'll meet you when I'm done with that. Alright guys, so here's what it looks like. I don't want to like hold it up quite yet, but here's what it looks like. I know it looks a little strange, but I think it's unique. So then your next step is just smush it down, smush the middle, keep that duct tape together. Also what I did, I'll hold it up now I guess, because I want you guys to see the back. If you can see, I basically just, here's what the back looks like. I took other little pieces and I just put them across, like from one side to the other to keep it attached. Here, I'm going to use this piece. So here, I'll show you what I did. So basically after all of them were like that, I just took the back and I just like put a piece right in the middle because I want it to stay together. So I basically just went like that, and I was like, okay. And then I switched it down. Yeah, like that. Because then that holds it together. So, here's what the flower looks like. So, the next step, like I said, is just smush it together. Take like 3 minutes and just smush, smush, smush. Go ahead and do that. Okay, guys, so it's done. And here's, I know, it looks really lame. I know it does. This one should be like that. Oh well, I told you I was taking a little kick to try this out, and it was something new, and I wanted to do something unique. Ah! I think it's cool because it's all like fabric-y because the sheets. So I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to hang it on the wall. And yeah, so here it is. Guys, I just finished hanging up my flower and cleaning up my mess. Do you want to check out the flower? Of course you do. Let's watch. Alright guys, there's the flower. I know it looks so lame. I'm so sorry. I had to duct tape. You can see. It kind of messes it up, and then there's the little thing. Yeah. So there it is. I actually think it kind of looks kind of good. Yeah. So yeah, there it is. And I hope you guys do this. And if you do, please give me credit because this is actually a unique sunflower. I didn't get this from a tutorial. I've never seen someone do this. So if you do this, please make it a video response and also give me credit. So thanks for watching. Bye guys.